up, y'all? It's your girl QueensteezTV, and I am back with another video. Y'all already know what time it is. We are back with another story time. But before I get into the story time, I want to say thank you to everyone who wished me a happy birthday, whether you did it on Instagram, YouTube, wherever. Thank y'all so much. So this past Thursday was my birthday, and y'all already know I had to come with the birthday story time. If y'all seen the pictures, y'all was eating the pictures up, the kayak pictures. Your girl was in the kayak feeling sexy. I wanna hear you say my name. Hold on, I'm in the wrong key. But yeah, y'all get the vibes. Y'all get the vibes. And listen, if y'all know all the hell I had to go through to get in and out that kayak and to get the shots and all of that, I'm gonna have to drop the tea for y'all on what was going down at the clear kayak shoot, baby. And for anybody that might have questions about it, if you're a big girl and you want to know what this entails, definitely make sure you stick around for this story, okay? Now, what I want to do is welcome any newcomers to my channel. Thank you guys so much for coming over to my channel. If you are visiting, come on over here to the Steez gang. Like, don't just visit. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. I promise you won't be disappointed. Go watch my little story time playlist. You will enjoy yourself over here, okay? Also, y'all, I do have a second channel where I do makeup reviews. I'm going to start posting my makeup videos soon. I do fragrance reviews, and it is called Steez So Stush. So make sure you go over and subscribe to that channel as well. And also, the song that you are about to hear in the intro, that is, yo girl, that is me. That is my song, Flossin' by QueensteezTV. And it is available on all streaming platforms. So make sure you guys go download that. Show your girl some support. Y'all know I don't ask y'all for money. I just ask y'all for likes and just to go support my song and support my channels. And yeah, I will meet you guys in the video.
When I come through, man, you know that I be big ballin'. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger, man, they won't stop calling. They thinking that I'm mellow and I'm just recharging. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger, man, they won't stop calling. They thinking that I'm mellow and I'm just recharging,
Alright, y'all, so first and foremost, before we get into this story, y'all already know Steez always got it going on, okay? Wherever I'm at, it's going on, okay? The drama, it follows, okay? So, as y'all know, for the little clear kayak shoot, I did go to Curacao. So, y'all, Curacao is a part of the ABC Islands. It's Aruba. I don't know what the B. The B might be Boca Sami and Curacao. That's what I think it is, but I'm not sure. But it's called the ABC Islands. But anyway, we went to Curacao. So, y'all, I had to make sure that I picked Curacao because, you know, the girlies don't be going there. You know what I'm saying? The girlies might give you a little yang around Aruba. They ain't in Curacao. So, y'all know, I went with a group of people. Everything was good with my group. We was having so much fun. So, you know, on our travels there, I was like, you know what? I said, I really just can't wait to get to Curacao. I heard that it was so beautiful. So, y'all, one of my homegirls, she was like, where you said we was going at? And I was like, girl, Curacao. So, she was like, girl, I've been telling everybody that I'm going to Curaçao. Girl, well, y'all, she said Curaçao. When I tell you I felt out, I said, listen, I didn't know that I had invited no ghetto girls on this trip. I said, no. I said, this is for classy girls going to Curacao, and you all talking about you going to Curaçao. I don't like that. So I had to get her together. I said, no, boo, it's Curacao, okay? Fix it. Just fix it. Fix it, honey. So anyway, but before we even get there, I already knew that I wanted to do the clear kayak shoot. So y'all know, when you want to find out some things, where do you go? You go to Instagram. You don't find it on Instagram, you go to TikTok. So, yeah, like y'all know, I'm a big girl. So I was trying to look for big girls in the clear kayak because I wanted to know, what is it giving? You know, is it giving flimsy piece of blow Is it giving sturdy? Like, what is it giving? Y'all went on TikTok, really couldn't find much about it. So I was like, you know what? I said, I'm gonna go out on a limb, and worst kind of worst, I can float, okay? I could float. So I said, all right, I said, you know what? Whatever. So I found this company on Instagram. Y'all know I'm good for a good Instagram company. Listen, one thing about me, I'm gonna find a service on Instagram and I'm gonna just pray for the best. Cause y'all know the Instagram companies and the Instagram girlies is not the most reliable. But I found this little company and they had a website and everything. So I was like, I feel like this is legit. I told my friends, I was like, hey, this the price. Do y'all want to do the clear kayak shoot? Some of them said yeah. Most of them said yeah. A couple people said, no, not interested. So I ended up reaching out to the company on WhatsApp. Because look, at this point, you know, sometimes they be having a WhatsApp people. So I was like, nah, let me hit them up on the WhatsApp, okay? And if you know WhatsApp, y'all know my Caribbean people know, my African people know, hit them up on the WhatsApp. So I'm on the WhatsApp texting them like, hey, this how many people I got. We want to come do the clear kayak shoot. Do you got us? Send us an invoice and all that. So for the amount of people it was, yeah, they sent the invoice. And it was, what? It was like, oh, it was over $500. I don't remember the exact price, but it was over $500. So I was like, I was sitting there contemplating. I'm like, should we send the money? Because I'm like, once you send the money on the invoice through PayPal, that's it. So I'm like, if these people are scammers, the money is gone. I mean, you can file a dispute through PayPal, but, you know, once they see that you don't willingly pay them and accepted the invoice and all that stuff, you're going to have a battle on your hands. So I'm sitting here praying. I'm like, should we do it? Should we do it? I said, well, y'all, wait. We're going to wait until we get to Curacao to pay them. Because if worst come to worst, we was going to have to pull up on you in Curacao. We was going to have to bring Baltimore to Curacao. So I said, yeah. I said, look, we too far away. They can take the money and run. You going to take my money and run? Nah. So we ended up hitting them up. I said, well, listen, I ain't going to pay the invoice until we get to Curacao. And I was like, then we'll pay you and we'll hit you up and do all that. They said, that's cool. So the day we get to Curacao, I hit them up, let them know, like, hey, we here. They gave us a time and a location to come to. So from where we was staying at, we had to ride through. So, I mean, y'all know I'm Bajan to the bone, so ain't no smoke to the islands. But, child, when we was riding through Curacao, I was like, I said, this Curacao? I said, well, what pot do the people be on that be posting? I said, well, what pot do they be at? Because this is not giving what it was giving. Well, you know, what's up? I was like, what's up? So, finally, we get down to the location where they told us to meet them at. So, hold on. Let me back up. Before we even get there, we was trying to get a cab to take us. So, the cab driver kept pretending like they didn't know where the spot was. So, then, y'all, we had already paid the money. And then the people, the locals that were trying to deliver there, they like, nope, I never heard of this place. So, y'all know I'm starting to get nervous. I'm like, what you mean you never heard of this place? So, I said, let me not ask you. Let me ask somebody else. I said, hey, y'all heard this place? They like, nope. So, they take my phone. And they taking my phone and taking it to the next person. Like, you know where it's at? Or you know this address? I'm like, okay. Anybody know taxi people on islands? They drive all around the island. They know the island front and back. So, I'm like, why all of these people don't know where this place is? So, y'all, I'm getting nervous. I'm like, oh, I know they ain't scared me, honey. So, finally, I said, yo, I got back on the WhatsApp. Let me call you, girl, because I done sent you my money. So, I'm like, hello. I'm like, look, we in Curacao. I said, the address you gave me, my mom. The cab driver don't know where it's at. I was like, so, I'm finna put you on speakerphone, and you finna have to make it make sense for us. So, the cab driver and the people, they started talking or whatever. So, then the lady who was the cab driver, she was like, I know what they talking about. She was like, all right, I'll take y'all. So we get in the cab, y'all. So like I said, we driving through, and I'm like, oh, this Curacao. So we driving through, and we literally come to the end of this road. At the end of the road, you see some shacks. You see the big, beautiful ocean, but it's like a couple less shacks. And look like a car garage, old, you know, with old car parts and stuff. So I'm like, the lady, the cab lady, she like, all right, she like, call me when you're ready. Cause I was like, is it taxi? She was like, no, you gonna have to call me for me to come get you. She was like, cause ain't no taxis coming out here where y'all at. So I'm like, oh, Lord have mercy. So I'm getting nervous because I'm like, where is the place? Where is the place? I ain't gonna say the name of the place. I'm just say the kayak place. So I'm like, I don't see nothing to say the kayak place. I don't see anybody. I don't see no boats. I don't see nothing. So we're just standing in the middle of the road, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to pay all these people their money back. Cause I done set them up for the scam. I done set them up for the scam. So I'm like, let me WhatsApp this girl back. I'm like, girl, we at the end of the road, though we've come to the end of the road. I don't see no boats. Girl, where are you? We are outside. What we gonna do? Girl, where the boats at? So I'm literally like, we just standing out here. So they was like, all right, we coming. Give us a minute, we coming. So we just standing there. It's like a little scuba school. And you got the colonizers that came from everywhere out here, just swimming all in the coral reefs and scuba diving and stuff. And I was like, I ain't gonna say what I was saying. All right, so anyway, so the people come or whatever. So they take us through the little junkyard to go over to, it was just like a little sand cliff or whatever. So I was like, well, where the boat at? So then, I don't know, they went in like a shed or whatever. I got the boat out, put the boat in the thing. So I'm like, okay, let me see what's going on with the boat. So to go through the whole process, well, I don't know about no other place. This is the place I went to in Curacao. And if you really want to know, you can just message me on Instagram and I'll tell you where I went. If you want to Curacao. If you're not going to Curacao, because you know some people just be trying to waste the queen's time. If you ain't going to Curacao and you ain't doing the kayak shoot, don't be messaging me about it. But if you're really going, you for real, you want to know, send me a message on Instagram and I will send you the company. But I'm not going to mention them on here. So it was next to the beach or whatever. So we went to the beach taking pictures. So how they were, they had an iPad basically that had all of the different poses on there that you could do. And I think, was it 5 poses? I think you got like 5 poses. I think you could choose 3 and then you got a video. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was something like that. But I was like, okay, cool. I said, listen, on the kayak, on the water, trying to balance and do this, baby, I'm the type of person, all I need is one good photo. Okay, once I get one good photo, that's a wrap for me, okay? If I get 2 perfect, 3, we're having an absolute amazing day. But I just need that. I just need that one. So they get all the stuff prepped and ready. So I was like, nah, somebody else go first. I said, because I need to see, you know, how this goes. Am I going to be up there, rock the boat, rock the boat, rock the boat. You know, I was like, let somebody else go first so I could see, you know, what I'm going to be getting in myself into. So the first people go, so I'm watching them. I'm like, okay. I'm seeing how they getting in. They have, you know, it's rocking. They helping them in the boat. They helping them get into their little poses. So I'm like, how is it? How do it feel on the water? So they like, yeah, it's not bad. Now these people was littler than me. All right, because we gonna get to my pot in a second. So I will say the company was super nice. They gave you complimentary drinks, fruit, all of that stuff. So they started pulling out the rum. It could be water. It could be rum. It could be Hennessy. Everything going down. Because the bottle's over me head. Yeah. Yo, whatty? So they pull out the rum, and Curacao got like their own. It's like this green rum. I got some upstairs, but you know, I can't be showing that on YouTube. But I got some because it was real smooth. Went down real smooth. It ain't burning nothing. So we got some of that. You know, we was out there having fun, enjoying life as you should. Taking shots, toast to the queen, all hail the queen, as they should. So they doing that as people is, you know, doing this time. Like, it's getting a little toasty out here. You know, the queen. So I said, okay, y'all giving us rum. Okay, hold on. I forgot the most important part. So this is not the most important part, but when we got the Curacao, I was being rushed, so I didn't eat breakfast. So keep that in mind. So we out there taking shots, and it's hot, and the sun beating down. And I'm out there with my stunner shades on, and you know, all in the water, in the beach water, and just doing me, flossing. When they come through, man, you know that I be big balling. Work hard, play hard. Man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger. Won't stop calling. You know, just doing me, doing what I do. So I'm like, whew, it's a little hot, isn't it? So I asked the man, like, you got some water? So y'all, I'm thinking he will give me some ice cold water out the cooler, baby. He gave me a lukewarm water. So it was giving hot water on top of hot sun. But I said, listen, I'm parched. I said, so let me just drink some water. So I'm just sitting there. So I'm like, okay, come on. So I was with a rather large group. It was a nice amount of people that was doing that little kayak shoot. And then the couples went to go do their shoot and all of that stuff, right? So I was the second to last person to go. So first, okay, so I told y'all it was a cliff wall. It was rock steps. And then you had to jump to the rocks in the shallow part of the water. And then you had to walk out a little bit in the water to get into the boat. So child, and y'all know the rock steps, the water is coming up on it, so it's slippery granite. So I'm like coming down. So, you know, I'm coming down telling the man, I'm like, because the queen is coming down. Pew, grab my hand. So, you know, the queen is walking down the steps. So when I get down to the bottom, I had to scope the scenery because I'm like, the last thing I need, because y'all know something is always happening to me. I'm like, the last thing that I need is to slip on these steps, crack my head open. Because what's the next island they're going to be able to fly me to? So I was like, sir, we need to map out which way we're going. So, y'all, they was out there laughing. They was cracking up. They was like, oh, my goodness, like, she's so crazy. So I was like, no. So he was like, okay. He was like, step here. So there was another guy. So I gave him this hand. Boop. And I stepped there. Then I gave the other guy. Boop. This hand again. Step there. Okay, to get into the boat. So I told him, I said, look, we need to coordinate how Big Mama finna get in this boat, honey. So I had touched the boat, and when I touched the boat, it was like, so I said, oh, this is really a little flimsy piece of plastic. So it's really a piece of plastic, y'all. Like, well, I ain't never been in a real kayak, so I don't know what's the difference between the real kayak and the clear kayak, but the clear kayak was kayaking. Like, it was giving, like, flip over at any given moment. So I told him, I said, look, I said, y'all gonna have to hold this motherfucker down. I said, while I get in this boat, I said, well, what's gonna be the first pose we do? I said, cause y'all need to hold the boat. So the man, he laughing, he like, come on, come on. So I'm like, yeah, hold the boat. I'm like, you hold the front, you hold the back. I'm like, and turn it over a little bit so I can slide in there. Okay, let me slide on back in the boat. So y'all, I get on the boat. That thing, right, it's going like this. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm in my head. I'm like, hold on, let me get myself together when you get in the pose, because then the person is flying a drone, taking your pictures and recording the video. So I'm trying to tell, I'm like, you know, you had to let me know when you start clicking so I can serve face. So y'all, I'm trying to get into the poses, and they all like lay on your side. And you land on your side with the boat going like this. So you trying to, you know, rock, groove with the motion in the ocean, but also serve face. Like, it just wasn't like working out, you know? So as you know, baby, when you're out in the middle of the ocean, the sun is beaming down. So it's very hot. So for the first few shots, I had my glasses on. Then I was like, okay, let me do a couple without my glasses, child. When I went to go get in the other pose, baby, I had glasses that had the mirror all on them, baby. The mirror done popped out, y'all, because I was flailing around in the boat. Oh, hold on. Let me tell y'all this. I can't swim. So that was my biggest fear while in the boat, was the boat flipping over, because you legit, like, they start you off in the shallow part. But these people, you was on a rope. Y'all can't see the rope because they edited it out. I think I might have a raw video. I'm going to put some videos at the end. You were literally on a rope. So the guy, like, he's like, you think you're going to be able to balance yourself? So I'm like, yeah, I think so. So then he starts letting the rope go for you to go, like, out into the ocean with, like, the blue color change. So I was just sitting there, like, trying to pose, because I'm like, Lord, don't let this boat flip over, because number one, who's going to come get me? Number one, who's going to come get me? Number two, I ain't trying to fall into no ocean. Like, it was a lot, like, trying to balance and all that. So I was like, Lord have mercy. I'm like, look, I said, cut. I said, I don't care. I said, what's next? Let's do what's next. And let's wrap this bad baby up. I said, let's wrap this bad baby up, y'all. So after I brought my glasses, I gave it to the man that was flying the drone. So at this point, it's just me, the sun, and the boat. So I'm laying out there, y'all, frying. I'm trying to tell the man, like, please hurry up, baby. Cause I'm just getting fried, died, and I'm out there laid to the side. So I'm just like, please come on. I'm like, whatever. I said, look, I don't need all them poses. I said, do it look like I got one good picture? So he was laughing. I said, sir, I just need one good picture. So my friends, they laughing. They like, you is crazy. They like, you always cutting up. So I was like, no, I'm dead serious. Let's wrap it. So y'all, the man wheels me back in. So I tell the other guy, I said, come down here so you can help me out the boat. So we went back. So I got on the boat, girl, almost flipped in the thing, trying to get out the boat. And at that point, I was just super hot because the shoot was taking a while. Like, it took, I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes. But 30 minutes in the Caribbean sun is different. 30 minutes directly into the sun, it's a lot. So, yeah, I get up. I go walk to the top of the steps or whatever. And I'm walking. And my cousin was like, you know, take some pictures of me of getting in the boat. So I'm like taking the pictures. And then I'm just like, it just started getting a little fuzzy. So I'm like, that's rather hot, isn't it? So I asked the guy, I said, you got something to drink? I was like, for real, just put some ice in it. So maybe another 30 minutes passed, yo. I'm just standing in the sun. So the rest of the group that I was with, they done left. So we looking like, they ain't wait for us to finish. We waiting for them to do that shoot. They done left. We don't know where they at, because then you had to walk back out, back through the, like, little junkyard, and then go out to the road. So I'm like, dang, they done left us. So I'm like, okay, cool. So you standing in the hot sun, the hot sand. It was a little place for you to sit. They had the umbrellas under, but baby, heat is heat. Heat gonna find, like, it was nowhere to run from. Nowhere to run from, baby. It was nowhere to hide. So I was just sitting under the thing. I was sitting under the little tent umbrella thing. And then it was just so hot under there. I was like, I'm getting ready to fall out. So I said, okay, let me stand up. By then, my cousin had got finished with her shoot. And she was coming up. And I don't know if I was just looking lethargic. Because I was just like, I gotta go. So her and my other friend, they was like, I think you need to sit down. And I was like, I think I do too, because at that point I was at the edge. I think I don't know, my brain was drawing me to the water. So I was like at the edge of the thing, and they was like, girl, are you okay? And I said, no. I said, one or two things is about to happen. I'm either about to fall face forward into this water, bust up my grill on these rocks. I said, oh, I'ma fall backwards and fall out. And they said, no, you about to sit down somewhere. Child, when I want to go sit down, sit back under that thing, baby. Steez done fell out. Girl, the next thing I know, girl, they was coming over there with trucks of ocean water, throwing it on me. Just rain down on Steez. I mean, y'all, they was like, you need to cool off. They was like, she overheating. And I said, oh my God. I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, yo, I'm so sorry. So they called my other friends. They like, where y'all at? They like, oh, we in a restaurant eating. And they was like, some of y'all bring just some food over here, cause she ain't eat today and she done fell out over to child. So my other cousin, girl, he came running with a grilled chicken wrap. So y'all was laid out. I said, give it to me. Yeah, they had to get a grilled chicken wrap. They had got me some orange juice to try to get my sugars back up. Cause honey, I probably was drinking all night the night before. Ain't eat nothing in the morning. Out there in the heat, taking shots of you know, doing the most, and I fell out on the sand. Fell out on the sand, y'all. I promise. This is my last story I'm telling about me falling out. Cause from this day forward, I'm gonna be prepared. I'm not gonna fall out no more. I know I'm a delicate flower, so I'ma just do the right thing. I'ma just do the right thing. So I know they probably was agitated with me because they be like, girl. So my cousin, he was like, why didn't you eat? You know you need to eat. Why didn't you eat before you came here? I was like, I really didn't think that like it would kind of be out in the middle of nowhere. And like luckily it was like a little cafe that had like a few little like items for you to eat. Like it wasn't no full menu. It was like, you know, mom and pop kind of like where make you a sandwich type place. So y'all know I be going through it, y'all. And I feel like it's self-inflicted going through it because I knew daggone well that I should have ate. But anyway, y'all seen my pics. My pics came out fire. I am going to add some of them to the end of this video. Like I said, if you want to know where I went, if you plan on going to Curacao and you want to do the kayak shoot, you can message me on Instagram and I will send it to you. Other than that, if you like this story, make sure you hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
When I come through, man, you know that I be big ballin'. Work hard, play hard, man, I put my all in. The deal's getting bigger, man, they won't stop calling.